Hi, welcome to Lynn's Recipes. Today I'm going to make a cream cheese stuffed carrot cake with orange glaze. This is a really good dessert to serve at any dinner party or just for dessert for your family. The amounts of the ingredients that you're going to need to make this cake will be listed in the information box below. You can find it on the website or the Roku channel. These are the ingredients that you're going to need. Grated carrots, baking soda, baking powder, salt, nutmeg, cinnamon, allspice, all-purpose flour, granulated sugar, vanilla extract, orange extract, chopped pecans, brown sugar. You'll need some Greek vanilla yogurt, cooking oil, and eggs. The filling ingredients are cream cheese, an egg, sugar, flour, lemon juice, and vanilla extract. You'll need to grease and flour a bundt pan. This is a Pampered Chef stone bundt pan, or you could use the cooking spray that has flour in it. And you also need to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. The ingredients for the orange glaze are sifted powdered sugar, cream cheese, butter, orange juice, lemon juice. You'll need some vanilla extract, some orange extract, and if you're garnishing the cake, you'll want some toasted chopped pecans and some orange zest. I'm going to start by making the filling. And what I've done is put my cream cheese in this bowl, and I have my mixer here, and I'm going to add my sugar and cream these together. So put the sugar in and just cream these till they're light and fluffy. Okay, so now I'm going to add my egg, the flour, vanilla, and the lemon juice. I'm just going to beat this all together till it's nice and smooth. Okay, that's nice and smooth. So now I'm going to set this aside and we're going to move on to the cake part. I have my flour in this big bowl and I'm going to mix my dry ingredients together. So I'm going to go ahead and add my sugar. That was the granulated sugar, and now the brown sugar. All of the spices, the cinnamon, allspice, and nutmeg, the baking soda, baking powder, and salt. And I'm also going to add my nuts now. And I'm just going to whisk this all together till it's nice and incorporated. This looks good, so now I'm going to set this aside and move on to the wet ingredients. In this other bowl, I'm going to put my eggs in, and I'm just going to whisk them to break them up. Now I'm going to add the yogurt, the cooking oil, and I just use canola oil. You can use whatever kind you want, vegetable, whatever. The vanilla, and the orange extract. And I'm just going to whisk this all together until it's all smooth. My wet ingredients are all mixed together nicely. So now I'm going to pull my dry ingredients over, and we're going to pour the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. And I'm just going to stir this until it's all moistened. I'm not going to over stir it, just until everything is nicely moistened. Now that I have this all stirred together, I'm going to put in the carrots. And I'm just going to stir them all into the batter. This is all mixed together, and now I'm ready to put it in my bundt pan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 3 cups of the batter and put it on the bottom of the bundt pan. Then I'm going to put the filling over that, and then I'm going to put the rest of the batter on. So let's get started doing that. So I have a little measuring cup here. So I measured out 1 cup here, so I'm going to put that in the bottom. This is the 3rd cup. Just kind of smooth it out. And then I'm going to take the filling and I'm going to put it over this, and I'm going to try to not touch the sides of the pan. I have my filling all in. Now I'm going to add the rest of the batter on top of the filling. I'm going to put this in my preheated 350-degree oven for 45 minutes. After 45 minutes, I'm going to reduce the heat to 325, cover this with foil, and continue baking for another 25 to 30 minutes until a toothpick or a cake tester comes out clean when I stick it in close to the center of the cake. My cake is done. I just took it out of the oven and I checked it with my cake tester and it came out clean. So I'm going to let it sit in the pan on a cooling rack for 10 minutes before I turn it out to let it cool completely. To make the glaze, I put my cream cheese in this bowl and I'm going to add the butter. We're going to add the orange juice, the lemon juice, the vanilla extract and the orange extract. And I'm going to beat this all together. I'm going to add the powdered sugar now that that's all creamed together. I have beaten this until it's all smooth, and now what I'm going to do, refrigerate this for 5 to 10 minutes before we glaze the cake. My cake has cooled in the pan on the cooling rack for 10 minutes, and now I'm ready to turn it out onto a cake plate to cool completely. And now I'm going to let it sit here and cool until it's completely cool before we put the glaze on. I'm ready to glaze my cake, so I have my glaze in this little measuring pitcher. I'm just going to take a spoon and start drizzling it on. Okay, this is the last of the glaze. And now I have my orange here that I'm going to just sprinkle on the top to make it look pretty for garnishing. And I also have some of these pecans. They're chopped pecans that I toasted a little bit in a skillet on the stove to bring out the flavor. You just put as much or as little as you want. It's just to your taste. And there it is. So now I'm going to cut a piece and let you look at the inside and see what it looks like. Now I'm going to cut a piece. Going to garnish the plate with some orange zest and a few more of the pecans. This is cream cheese stuffed carrot cake with orange glaze. I hope you enjoy it.